Hi, Living Crew. Beth here with your yoga. Hope you're having a great week. Let's go ahead and get started. We have 30 minutes of just you time. So if you're all set, make sure you have your water available. Oh, we might use a block today. If you don't have a block, think about like a book or something, or maybe you don't need it at all. It's just an option. I'm gonna need it. All right. In a standing position, let's go ahead and inhale, lift those arms high. And exhale, bring them down low. Inhale, lift. Feel free to bend the knees. You don't have to. It's whatever's comfortable for you right now. And today, let's just let go of any tensions. Feel free to close your eyes if you'd like. Certainly don't have to. And gently release down. One more. We'll come to heart center this time. Nice. Bring those elbows out, lengthen through the spine. Think about that neck, lengthening through the neck. And go ahead and take one ear right over to a shoulder. And then drop that chin down towards your chest. And go ahead and circle it all the way around so that your other ear is towards your other shoulder. And breathe. Go ahead and drop that chin down. Circling it towards the chest, and then the ear towards the shoulder. Release those hands. Let's go into mountain pose. We're going to pull the shoulders back, squeeze the bottom, squeeze the legs. Nice and tall here. This is an active pose, so think about using all of your muscles. Gently release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive down. One more inhale, lift. And exhale, take it down. Inhale, lift, stay high. Take those arms out wide, bring those elbows down. Go ahead and bring those feet out wide. When you're ready, push your bottom back and go into that goddess pose. Just a nice gentle goddess, nothing too hard. Feel free to wiggle those toes out to the sides of the room if you would like. If it doesn't feel good for you, leave them right where they are. Think about lowering down just a little bit more. Wiggle those toes if you'd like. Think about those knees right under the ankles. And then we're going to drop our goddess hands right onto the tops of our legs. Go ahead and take a shoulder, dipping it down across the body line. Feel that stretch through the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop the other shoulder down. Inhale, lift. Another shoulder comes down. Inhale, lift. And shoulder comes down. And back up to that half goddess pose. Think about those arms if you'd like them. You certainly don't. Fingers can be open, fingers can be closed. Hands go to those beautiful legs again. We're going to lift through the knees, push the butt back, and reach towards the floor. Relax the spine. Relax the head down. And then let's walk those hands over towards one side of the body and open up that stance as much as you can. Go ahead and drop those hips down. Think about that spine nice and long and look forward. And then with that breath, inhale, lift the hips high. Walk those hands over to the other side and sinking it down. You can go as low as you'd like here. Think about the long spine. Elongate through the neck. Stretching those hips and the inner thigh, little outer thigh to your lower back. Inhale, come center one more time, sink it down. Inhale, lift, and sink it down. And inhale, lift, come center. Relax the upper body, bring it on down. Think about those hands. Would you like to reach through? You certainly can reach through. And those hands can be face up bring those hands back to the front earth. We're going to sit that bottom down, wiggle those feet as much as you need to just come right on down into that yogi pose or yogi squat. Now, option here is your block. If you're like, oh no, not today, you can take the block, one or two, and you can sit right on it. Much more comfortable that way. Of course, you definitely don't have to. Bring those elbows into play and open up those knees. And breathe. All right, from here, let's take those hands down to the floor. We're going to lift the hips high and go into our first downward dog. I'm going to turn. You stay wherever you're at. Just move into that first downward dog. And we're going to wiggle those knees in and out towards the chest. Walking our dog. Nice. Just breathe. Feel a stretch through the hamstrings. Now let's walk the hands back into a forward fold. As always with your forward fold, those knees can be bent. Or you can grab that block and maybe reach for the block. It can be high. It can be halfway. It can be flat. Just making sure that you're feeling a nice stretch in the hamstrings, but not completely locking the knees. If the knees are straight, great. They don't have to be. The knees can be way into the chest. That's good too. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. If you have a block, go ahead and move it to the side. And let's walk back our hands. We're going to walk our hands into that downward dog again. Move those knees in and out to walk the dog. And then slowly bring those knees down towards your mat. Hold it up if you can, just a couple of inches off the ground. Bring it all the way down to the ground. Tops of the feet on the mat. Wiggle around in our tabletop position just a little bit. Go ahead and give yourself some cat and cows. We've been over these. These are so good though. Hope you're not getting bored with them. We lift that belly, drop the shoulders, and then we drop the belly, open the chest, inhale. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Awesome. Go ahead and come to that tabletop position. Let's take one hand underneath the opposite armpit. Bring it right through, thread the needle, and bring that shoulder down to the ground. Now, if this is not comfortable, take that block, put it under your shoulder, and just release that shoulder. You can open the palm of the hand to the sky and breathe. All right, unthreading the needle right here. Bringing those hands right under the shoulders. A couple more cat and cows because they are wonderful. And let's thread the needle on the other side when you're ready. Tabletop starts first. Tops of the feet grounding into the mat. Reach through. You can set that shoulder right on the block. Or you can remove the block and set the shoulder right on the mat. Thinking about that long spine. Letting the body weight do the work to stretch that shoulder, the trapezius. When you're ready, inhale left back, inhale lift back to tabletop. Wiggle around in tabletop just a little. Go ahead and tuck the toes under when you're ready. Lift through the hips back to that downward dog. And if you can, see if you can go back on your heels a tiny bit more. Knees are slightly bent and get that stretch in there. Calves, hamstrings. Nice. Feel free to wiggle those hips back and forth. Awesome. Walk those hands right to the feet. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk those hands out to downward dog again. Knees come about 2 inches or 1 inch above the mat. Hold. Lift the hips up, downward dog. And walk back to forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walking the hands out. Downward dog. Bring those knees about 1 inch to 2 inches from your mat. And stretch through the toes here, kind of like this one. Lift those hips, downward dog. Bring those heels down as much as you can. Walk the hands back. Inhale, lift. And exhale, forward fold. Walk those hands forward for that downward dog. Change it up just a little bit here. Let's go ahead and lift a leg for a 3-legged dog. If you like a hip opener, definitely take it. If you're more of a just 3-legged dog person, no problem here. From your 3-legged dog, we're going to take that foot that's in the air and place it on the outside of the same side hand. And we're going to sink that body down just a little bit. And breathe. Let's take that other foot that's in the back and place it on the outside of the same side hand. And we're nice and low. Remember that yogi squat? You can go into yogi squat if that feels good for you. If not, no worries. We're going to inhale. Lift the butt up. Exhale. Inhale. Arms come up. Feet come together. You can also hop it here. Exhale. Forward fold. Now we're going to take the feet, either walk them or hop them back into downward dog. Wiggle around just a second in downward dog. 3-legged dog on the other side. Hip opener is your option. That leg that's in the air comes to the outside of the hand. Nice. Hips, kind of can play with those hips right here. And go ahead and take that other foot to the outside. Sitting on down option is that yogi squat. No yogi squat, no problem. Inhale, lift those hips. Exhale. Inhale, lift the arms. Step or hop together. Exhale, forward fold. Feet go back into downward dog. We're going to run through that one more time. 3-legged dog. Option hip opener. Same side foot outside of the hand. Other side. Yogi squat option. Go ahead and lift those hips with an inhale. Exhale, inhale, lift. Feet together. Exhale, forward fold. Downward dog. Hip opener. Or 3-legged dog. You choose. Same side leg, outside of the hand. Other side. Lift the hips with an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. And step together. Nice. Let's go right back to our Tadasana. I'm trying to think of the other name for it. Mountain pose. I just turn so you can see. Stay exactly where you are. Tadasana. Inhale, lift those hands. Come heart center. Think about the elbows out, chin forward. Inhale, lift. Take it to that forward fold. And this time, bring that bottom down. Knees come to the chest. Think about the heels in the back are lifted. We're going to bring our heels up ever so slightly, just stretching those toes out. Bring the knees down to the floor. Nice. Bring the bottom onto the heels. And we're going to stretch out that front body. And just take those fingers and wiggle them forward. Stretching through the side body. Kind of our narrow child's pose here. Now another option for the block. You can have your block under your forehead. You can really relax into this. Should feel great. All right, from here, hands go to armpits or right underneath armpits. Let's bring that bottom up back to tabletop position. From here, let's bring that bottom right down to the floor. Swing those legs out in front of you. All right, nice and comfy here. Wiggle it around. Legs are forward. Inhale, lift those hands. Exhale, seated forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, seated forward fold. Now, seated forward fold is too much for you. You can bring your block underneath your knees. That could feel really nice. And one thing with seated forward fold is you really want to elongate the spine so that you're not hunched over. I know I have a tendency to hunch, so I try really hard to leave it straight and reach for those toes. Can't reach them yet, don't worry, you will. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive, arms down. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and roll onto our back. Any way you would like to get there, go right ahead. Wiggle around in that back position so that feels pretty good for you. We're going to have our knees up towards the ceiling, our heels towards the bottom, and then let's take the hands towards the heels. Touch those heels if you can. If not, that's okay. Wiggle the shoulders under the chest. From this position, we're going into bridge. We're going to go ahead and lift the belly up to the sky. Remember to breathe. Now, if you would like to interlace your fingers underneath, you certainly can. You do not have to. Breathe. And if you have to hiccup, that's okay. Bring that bottom down. Inhale, lift back into bridge. And exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. I'm getting hiccups, sorry about that. And exhale, lower. One more bridge, bring it on up. Exhale, lower. Nice. Now from here, we're going to grab the backs of our thighs as much as you possibly can. No worries if you can't. Bring those knees in towards the chest. And use your core strength to roll yourself up and pause right in the middle. And if you shake a little bit, you're just doing it right. Extend those hands if that feels good for you. If it's too much, keep grabbing those legs. From our boat position, we're going to move into canoe by extending our body long. And then back to boat. Breathing, extend the body long. And back to boat. How about two more? I know these are not easy. Extend and back. And extend and back to boat. And if you feel your shoulders kind of hunching up or your back kind of tilting a little bit, straighten it out as much as you can. If you need a break, take a break. Go ahead and grab the backs of the legs. Go ahead and bring the heels down. Now, if you're comfortable here, awesome. If you want to continue to lift those heels, you certainly can. I'm going to extend my arms. Feel free to. If it doesn't work for you, don't worry about it. I'm going to slowly lower down to the mat. Slow, 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 slow. Bring those arms overhead. From here, we're going to lift the arms up to the sky. We're going to flatten out the legs. Lift the chest up off of the mat. We're working the upper abs right now. And lower. Let's lift up the chest. And lower. Now you certainly can't have your knees bent here. We're going to add on. I'll encourage you to try to do it with straight legs. And we will just work on it. Because here we go. Let's add on. We're going to lift that chest. Hold. Ground down those heels as much as you can. Squeeze your butt and come all the way up. And then come forward. And by that forward fold, straighten that back. And then we lift up. Here's the fun part as we come down. Don't go all the way down. Keep your back off of the mat for just a little bit. So we lower down, lower, 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 lower. Then hold. And then lower. We are working all of the rectus abdominis when we do this one. Lift. Hold. Ground those feet into the floor. Roll up. Come forward. Bring those hands up. Take it down. Remember to stop when you get close. And lower down. Hands go overhead. Let's do one more. Arm throws. Awesome. And again, your knees can be bent. Whatever works the best for you. And forward. And let's take it down, stopping almost to the mat. And all the way down. Hands go overhead. Toes point to the other side of the room. Oh, stretch out. Feel free to close your eyes. Wiggle your hips. Inhale. Exhale. You know how strong you are? You are incredibly strong. And every day, you make it great. Let's go ahead and take one knee in towards the chest. Grab that knee and give it a little hug. Now that knee can go to the outside of the body, no problem. If you just want to give it a hug here, that's great too. Feel free to grab those toes. Feel free to open that leg to the side. And bringing that knee back in. Keep that knee, give it a nice hug, and grab the other knee. Wiggle around in this. Should feel pretty nice. You can bring your chest up as well if you would like, if that feels better. Let's go into that happy baby. Grabbing those toes, bringing those knees to the outside or into the chest, up to you. Wiggling around in it. And then let's give those knees a hug. Awesome. Let's drop that other leg as we hug just that knee that we haven't finished hugging yet. Feel free to grab the toe. Same side hand, same side grab. And then I'm close to the wall, but hopefully you're not. You can open that leg and just relax it. Feel free to look over to the side. Whatever works good for you. All right, bringing that knee back in, giving it a nice hug. Go ahead and grab that other knee, actually below the knee, but you know what I mean. Wiggle around. Now use the power of your core to roll up again onto your sit bones. Pause. Feel free to extend those arms. Let's go back into that canoe. Elongate it out a little bit. Straighten through the spine. Bring it back to boat. Just two more. Extend. You did it once, you can do it again. Bring it back to boat. Come on, one more. Extend. oh, and feet go down. Nice job. All right, let's go back to that tabletop position. We're gonna wiggle around in tabletop just a little bit. Feel free to give yourself some cats and cows. And once you're done with those cats and cows, let's tuck the toes under, go back into that downward dog. See if you can think about those heels coming down a little bit. Does it feel like you're looser? Quick body scan. All right, let's walk the hands or the feet up towards each other, that forward fold. Remember again, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, lift. And exhale, let's go to that single leg pose. We're just gonna bring a knee up, give it a hug. Let's take that figure four. We're just gonna take the ankle above the opposite knee. Figure four. Hands wherever you would like them. And then sit that bottom down as much as you can. And breathe. Bring that figure four up. Option here, grab the toe, same side hand, same side grab, and you can open it up. Hand can be out, hand can be here, whatever you would like to do with this hand, no worries. Think about opening up. If this doesn't work for you at all, that's okay too. Come back here. That works. Gently release, bring that foot down, inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift when you're ready. We take that one-footed stance on the other side. Ankle above the knee for that figure four. Kind of grab your balance here. Use a chair if you need, no big deal. Set that bottom down. And breathe. When you are ready, go ahead and come out of that figure four. Remember those options. If you're comfortable here, cool. If you want to come up to grab the knee again, cool. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit, grab the toe, same side hand, bring it up, extend it. Up to you. Doing awesome. Hang on. Gently bring that knee in. If you haven't already, give it a hug. Bring that foot down to the floor. Inhale, lift one more time. Exhale, come to Tadasana, that mountain pose. Open the chest, squeeze the bottom. Feel that awesome energy from the tips of your feet to the top of your head and back down that body. Inhale, lift. Come to heart center. The light in me truly honors the light in you. I hope you had fun today, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again next week. Namaste.